ready. So you're either laying down, sitting down with your feet flat on the floor, or sitting in a meditative posture. Hopefully not too comfortable so that we don't fall asleep first thing in the morning, but definitely letting your hands come into a comfortable position in your lap. If you hold mudra, you can do that as well. And closing your eyes when it becomes available to you. And just let your breath roll, however it is at the moment. Letting it be in and out through the nose at this moment. And just notice what it's like. You might have just woken up, depending on what time zone you're in. You might be ending your day at this point. So just notice that whatever was before this moment, how it might have affected your breath. And just from a point of shared awareness. And as you continue to breathe, allowing yourself to now slowly start to inhale through the nose, taking a nice, deep, rich drink, coming to the top of the breath, holding it just ever so slightly. And now exhaling out through the mouth, nice and slowly, getting to the bottom of the breath, just a light hold. Intentional with our breath. We're going to start breathing in through the nose again. Nice slow drink coming to the top of the breath, holding it just briefly. Exhaling it out through the mouth. And coming back to a regular rhythm of breath in and out through the nose. As you're breathing in and out through the nose, notice that as you inhale, the nostrils become slightly cool. The back of the throat maybe becomes a bit dry, and how the lungs fill, how the stomach fills with breath. Maybe your chest slightly rises, your shoulders move a little bit. And as you begin to exhale, the next movement of your chest collapsing ever so slightly, your shoulders dropping ever so slightly, the back of the throat becomes moist, and the nostrils and the opening of the nostrils become warm. Now, as you're breathing a natural cadence and not intentional breathing, notice what sensation you identify with the most. For these are very subtle. And you might feel one more than you feel the other. And sometimes that changes. You might feel different things as we go through our meditation today. But just continue to do a few more in and out, normal cadence breathing, where you identify deeply with the sensation. The heat, the cool, the warm, the dry, all of it, the movement of the body. For breath cannot be done in the past, and you cannot breathe in the future. So at any given moment during this meditation or the next moment in your life, know that if you come back to feeling any of these sensations of your breath, you are in the present moment. Continuing to breathe, continuing to be, and enjoying the presence of the moment. And as you continue to go, allow yourself to also feel the entirety of your body. Wherever you may be sitting or laying down, the way your feet feel on the floor, the way your hands feel on your legs or in your lap, the way your neck feels with the air passing through it, the way your head taking time to just honor your presence this day, this morning, and to have gratitude for its presence in its current condition, whatever that may be, that you are here, that you are breathing, that you are giving yourself life, and that we set the intention of growth and release today. For it is the new moon of March 2022 in Pisces, circling a lot around the planet Jupiter. There are many things today that we will go, many places within ourselves that we will discover. And there are different realities that we can intentionally embrace today using the power of this new moon. The thing to keep in mind is that it is your choice, your personal free will, the gift of this lifetime, that allows you to choose what reality you want to partake in. And it's not necessarily reflective of your past, and it's not projective of your future. It is indicative of the current moment. So no matter what may come up for you on this journey today, just allow it to show you a truth, an answer to why, an answer to when, and an answer to who. For it is important to learn wisdom from our past. It is important because it creates clarity for the decisions we make in our present moment, and it projects us into the future and dictates the opportunities that will come to us. As you continue to breathe at that natural rhythm, let's just contact those sensations of breath one more time, feeling it as it flows in through the nostrils, past the throat, filling the lungs. As you begin to exhale, the way the lungs feel, the moisture of the throat and the warmth of the nostrils. Continuing to breathe. And I want you to come into your mind's eye, that subtle space right in the middle of your head. And I want you to imagine yourself standing in the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. Wild and free, blooming with color, with an incredible path that you're standing on, covered in the smoothest, cool pebbles, winding through this garden. Overhead is an enchanting sky of blue with fluffy white clouds. There's a light breeze, and it is pleasantly warm. And as you're breathing, just allow yourself to absorb the intensity of this space, this safe, comfortable space. And as you begin to walk down this pebbled path through this garden, taking in all of the bursts of colors of flowers, the lushness of greens, you notice that you are walking towards a home, a house of some sort, located somewhere in the world that you know very well. A place maybe of happiness, of vacations, maybe it's relative to something in your past, maybe it's a place you dream of being. But as you continue to walk forward, allow yourself to come up to a beautiful fence. And as you pass through this fence, this gate, slowly pushing it open, walking closer towards this house, coming to the front door. As you stand in front of this door, it's pleasant wood. Maybe it's got a knocker on it, it's got windows, maybe it's covered in incredible design work. Your hand finds the handle and it gently pushes the door open as it invites you to walk into this house. As you enter into the foyer, you notice that it is warm, inviting. Light rushes through the house, illuminating all the different rooms, the living rooms. You can see the kitchen in the far off distance. And as you look to your left, you notice that there's a study, an office maybe of some sort, inviting you in. You notice that there's a desk and maybe some chairs, a plant or two, and that the walls are covered in bookshelves, and the books are gloriously filling every ounce of them. And as you look at these books, you notice that the titles are so familiar to you, for they are the different stories of the choices of your life. Positive things, negative things, goofy blunders, things we'd rather forget, painful things, grief-related things, successes, triumphs, some of the happiest moments of your life, and more. Things you might not have thought about for ages. And as you look at this wall or walls of books of your memories, I want you to notice that in front of you or to the side of you is a wheelbarrow. It's fairly deep. And into the wheelbarrow, I want you to pick every memory, every thought, everything that you've said, every book that represents something that maybe doesn't honor you the most, even though you created wisdom from that experience. And I want you to put it into the wheelbarrow. I want you to take the time to peruse every thought from your earliest memories to family memories, childhood, growing up, first school memories, grade school memories, taking the time, high school memories, first date memories, first kiss memories, painful memories, grief memories, successes that maybe didn't honor you because you had to learn that lesson memories. And even though you're grateful for some of these things, there's still some part of these memories that cause you to fall out of alignment with yourself. To take a few moments and a few breaths to fill up that wheelbarrow. Continuing to breathe. Continuing to be honest with yourself. And when you are done, however long that may be, take the time to look at the bookshelf now. To look at the spaces that you've created when you are no longer holding on to those things. And for just a moment, be grateful. Have gratitude. And now I want you to go to the other side of the wheelbarrow. And I want you to pick up the handle. And as you do so, you notice that no matter how many books are in the wheelbarrow, it is insanely easy to lift and to move. And so you joyfully pick it up and start to roll it out of the library and down the hall. And as you get down the hall and you pass all the doors and you pass the living room, you notice that there is a door in front of you that leads down into the basement. And as you get closer to it, it opens for you, inviting you down into the basement of this house. And there's no stairs, it's just an easy, gentle, declining slope, inviting you into the basement. And as you get to this basement, I want you to imagine that there is a boiler heating that house. And as you get closer to the boiler, you put the wheelbarrow down gently, and the door to the boiler opens for you. Now, this is a safe space. It may be dark, only filled by the light of the fire in the boiler, but it is the heart of the house. And I want you to take the time to take each book, each memory, each thing in your wheelbarrow, whatever it may be. I want you to honor it, pick it up, give thanks to it for however it served you, whatever lesson, and allow it to turn into wisdom by throwing it into the boiler, into the fire, and letting it burn away, giving it permission to go and turn into wisdom for you. Take the time to allow yourself to release. Give yourself permission to let go of these things. Take your time, continue to go through each and every book, each and every memory, each and everything you've ever said or done that you've ever wanted to just have peace with. And give it to the fire. And as you approach the end of the books in the wheelbarrow, giving the last book to the fire, feeling the melting away of all of the energy, all of the stuff that was with that last memory. Allow yourself to stare into the fire, to have peace, to be grateful, to be in the moment, and to just breathe. And allow yourself to breathe into the sensation of release, the extra space that has been created. And when you're done with that feeling and you're ready to turn around and walk back up the slight incline, back into the hallway, the door slowly closes behind you to the boiler room. The house feels lighter, feels ready. You find yourself walking back up the foyer, out through the front door and back outside into the gardens. You turn around to look at the house and just take in that moment. The treasure of the space that we've just created, the opportunity for you to breathe in the moment. Turning back around again, starting to walk down the path back through the gate. You notice that there's a new pathway to the right, and you choose to walk down towards it, leading you to the edge of a beautiful lake, glassy surface of the water. You notice that there is a bench waiting for you. And as you come upon the bench, you take a wonderful seat, enjoying the crystal clear reflection of the world around you, the sky above you in the lake. And as the clouds float by and the images reflect themselves, take a moment to allow yourself to just see the shapes, to see what this new space inside of you is taking form, what the intention might be for what you want it to look like. Maybe the reflection shows you people or relationships. Maybe it shows you abundance or health. Maybe it shows you a way of living a lifestyle, waiting for you to explore it. Whatever it may be, just allow yourself to imagine the endless possibilities that await you now, that you have the space to give them. For it is in these opportunities of imagination that we invite opportunity into our minds, into our awareness, and into our hearts. For when we create internally of the mind-body connection, the external environment has to respond. And you can start to see that happening with the lake and the clouds. You can see the reflection of who you are, your happiness, your joy, your contentment, the comfort through any challenge, through anything that might even come in your way. Nothing is disturbing that smooth glass, water reflection. And as you've created this almost magical experience, allow yourself to slowly walk into the lake from this bench on the side. And the lake is clean and warm. It's embracing and comforting. And allow yourself to just float on this glassy surface and embody that reflection that you want, that reflection of who you truly are, and to let it fill you up. Letting yourself drink it in with each and every breath. And as you do so, you start to notice that you are floating in an endless, beautiful, creative space filled with an endless amount of nothingness waiting for you to just expand, to just grow, to just be. And as you do so, allow yourself to start coming back into the sensations of your breath. the natural rhythm of it rolling in and out, feeling the way it rises and falls in your chest and abdomen, feeling the way your throat feels, your shoulders, your arms, your hips, your legs, your feet, rolling up through the neck and the head, the center of your head, the crown of your head, even expanding to that space just 2 inches outside of your body, embracing the way that the environment feels, embracing the way that you now feel all of this space we've created today, the intention of what you want to be today. And just let yourself breathe that in and out. This space will always be here, no matter what you do, no matter where you go. And allow it to be there, allow it to be like your breath, allow it to be so second nature to you that nothing stops you. And when you're ready, slowly start to open up your eyes, start to take in your environment, start to notice how that shifts the way you feel your body and the space around your body. And be aware of how that shift takes the sensation and space that we just created and where it puts it in you, where you can always find it. Take a nice deep inhalation in, then exhale out. One more in, one more out. Thank you so much for coming today, Eric, and for all of you who might be listening on a replay. I honor the space that we've created today, and I hope that this space creates forward to the full moon the opportunities to remove everything that no longer honors you as you give birth and create what does. Aho and Jai Bhagwan, my friends.